Hello, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And I'm going to share something I haven't shared yet. And this is sort of, I've been playing around. I had these photo cards that I used to sort of print out their stick. And I kind of had this thing in my mind, but the way I'm looking at them now, I don't know if I love this. I might peel this up. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm working. I like the images. I just don't know how it looks. So forgive me. Anyway, here's another one of them as well. I could have made this bigger, but yeah, it's all white, so I figure it doesn't matter. But this just says the goddess Hecate. So anyway, yeah, I have my information here, just like a little bit about my journey. And this is just sort of my grimoire that I decide to use with her when I study. I'm not done with this page. This is intentionally blank. And this is something, again, that I'm asking her to bless. So this was part of something intentionally blank. And just some notes. This is a grimoire. So I write my personal notes in it, as well as the things that I learn and things that I'm going to use, so like her 3 keys incense, and notes from books and things like that. So I have really, really been sort of dedicating myself to just understanding. And I have a painting, and this is like my drawing of the painting. But yeah, it made me feel good to be able to do that. So I did that. And yeah, this is just like information for me to look at the things that matter to me. And as you can see, I print things out. So you'll see in one of my black markers in this paper clearly doesn't, it bleeds through, but what are you going to do, right? Anyway, but yeah, I'm just taking information and using it as, accordingly. That helps me, like imagery like this. And I just like this with browns, or like her with brown skin. Anyway, this is like an outline for a dark moon ritual. This is Nomenia, and just explain how that works. And then, just events, days and things like that, that are important to me because they're important, for me to maybe do offerings or prepare for. So like the August 13th in the summer, the month itself of November 16th and November 30th are important days for this specific goddess. And these like days of the week are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And this just gives a little information like about the wheel of the year. And, and then I, actually sometimes I'll print things out because I just like to add in some of that detail. So I have this. So I'm done now. I'm not done, but this is as far as I get. Like I read the information and then I come back and I update it. But I just wanted to share this with you because I think I may have talked about it, but I don't think I've actually shown you guys my grimoire. And this for me is how I study. This is my study book. Or grimoire, like I said, if you will, for just learning her and understanding her. So outside of like facts, I also put like what I've experienced and things like that. Any dreams or anything that I need to record specifically to her, things that come to me. I have this sketchbook that I purchased from Five Below, by the way, and plenty of pages to add that. And I'm just going in order. It's no order. I just write it as it comes. It's in chronological order of as I learn information, and I'm able to record it in things that I think are important. Like these, with her garden, these things are important for me as someone who's right now in the process of planning, replanting my garden. So, I want to make sure I have these herbs on hand for her. Bay laurel, mugwort, sage, by the way, if you didn't know. But yeah, so this is one of my grimoires that I'm working on, and I will get to the next one. Okay, and here's my grimoire I'm using to understand and keep track of all things I learned about dragon magic. So intentionally left blank for now. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I haven't completed too much more than what I think I've shown in other videos. So I'm still needing to get to this, but I just wanted to kind of just show you what I'm working on. This is the book that I'm working with. I have not recorded the additional details, and I'm a little bummed about that, but that's what today is for me and this week. If you watched my planning video from Sunday, you would know that one of my weekly goals or my focus is to update my grimoires this week. So yeah, so I'm kind of just showing you, where, as far as I've gotten basically, but it's still, information I need and can use, but here we are right now, and I haven't gotten it much further, but I do plan on continuing. So that's this one. This is my Dragon Grimoire. Okay, and now this is something that I started last year, and it has been blessed, and this is actually really important to me. I use this as my manifesting. This is my manifesting. You know how people have like a manifesting board? This is my book. So my manifesting journal. So that's this one. So I've shared this already. Like I can only, I wrote in here, so I'm only gonna put so much stuff in here. But yeah, this is it. And as you can see, I already have a section about her here. There's like health stuff, goals, writing goals, and then this is all left for, this is extra paper for anything else I need to manifest, and also, of course, for scripting or anything else that I'm going to do. Now, honestly, I haven't really, I can say I haven't scripted anything in here per se. I didn't feel like I need to, and it's funny how things work out. I mean, we're only in February. So this I am holding out. I would love for this to happen this year, but it's just something I'm manifesting. That's a trip to Ireland. And then there's Mexico, which I know I'll get to. If I have to drive there, I'll get there. However, these, I don't necessarily want to go to Tijuana. These are just stickers for the overall feel of it. But what I want to say about this is I'm actually going on a trip. And the goal was to go to Mexico this next month, but I'm actually going to a different country. It's not Ireland, it's not Mexico, but more about that. So yeah, this is my other important journal, magical journal, because I'm gonna create what you love. Like when I saw this, I knew I needed to have this. This is a Happy Planner notebook, by the way. So when I saw this, the color, I love everything about this. I put the sticker here. So yeah, that's this one. Okay. And this is just my grimoire for just being a witch. This is my grimoire. I embellished it with all this fabric and all that, and I still very much love this. So I have to re-glue this. This keeps coming off, but we'll get to that. I've actually shared a video on this. You got a little, torn up, but I've actually shared this in a video. If you have any questions, I still, again, when it's completed, I'll do my table of contents. However, this is what you think it is. This is a little bit more information, and I'm working on like dividing things up. I put some things in here like basic stuff, but I had sort of decorated it with things from other, like each page, most pages have decorations. Like I have an entry about dragon magic in here because this is just something I'm overall working on. I've shared a video about that as well. But in between, you see blank pages, but that's because I'm putting things in different sections, like sacred geometry and all other aspects of things that I found that I needed to write down. They go in here, things about holidays, all that sort of stuff. This is a process, guys. Like, you can rush it if you want. Probably if you are, my Cottage Witch anniversary, June 21st. This is when I made this date to dedicate. So this is actually something I need to celebrate again this year. But yeah, when you're doing your own thing like this, and you see, this is how I add pages, things that I purchased or I wanted to add in. But anyway, you don't have to go in any particular order. Like, you know, you do it the way you want. You take as long as you need to in order to get everything done. Like, don't rush. I am in no means like trying to rush this process. But this is in fact my grimoire. Okay, this is my Cottage Witchery Book of Shadows. This is nice little chunky. I took a old book, a book that I didn't really use, and I've actually taken some pages out, believe it or not, but this is a fatty. So this, I went ahead and pre-decorated using a lot of shops from Etsy. I printed things out and put them in here, but another thing about mugwort. Anyway, so yeah, I am definitely, this is on an ongoing basis. Again, it's kind of sporadic. Things are not just like in one section because I already have this sectioned out, so it's a little easier for me to work with. But this is centers around my cottage witchcraft. Ultimately, that's what this Book of Shadows is for that purpose. So this is ongoing. I take my time. This is by no means something that I am trying to complete by a certain point. This is more about, you know, just like, if you notice, I had a lot of things like winter, not a lot, but I had quite a few things already in a winter section because, you know, I really kind of went in on that. So next will be spring and, you know, summer and so forth. So these are going to, like, this section back here is definitely going to grow more. And well, I'm going to update this week, so I have a lot more to update. So this will definitely be expanding as well, which I'm very excited about because I actually enjoy working in here and adding details. But this is just one of those labors of love. Like, I started this and yeah, you know, and have, you know, writing in weird places, which is what I wanted. Writing in weird places. And, you know, like inserts and things like that to put in here, like, you know, this is what I wanted when I made it. So this makes sense for me to have these things like this. I love all of it. I love all of this. So spells, spell bundles, a little spell card in here, and, you know, just little things, details as it relates to cottage witchery are in here, just tucked away, which is, again, I really love this so much. I can't express that enough. This is so fun for me to have like details and things in here. But anyway, yeah, including like even like just little cards and papers and things like that that mean things to me, and I wrote on the back of them. Yeah, that's in here too. So I actually did a video, some of the updates I've already done. But yeah, this, and you know, there'll be more because I like sharing this. And I think a lot of people like seeing what, you know, things sort of evolve into after a period of time. So this is my Cottage Witchery Book of Shadows. Intentionally, the outside is what it is. It'll probably stay like this for some time until I'm ready to truly make changes to it, like the outside. But to me, the emphasis is the inside. And I kind of like it being the Good Witch's Daily Spellbook. I don't know, there's something about this that I kind of like it when you look at it like that. It's like, oh, what is this book? It's not what you think. This is a custom book now. But anyway, yeah, I could have used the Happy Planner. I could have used a lot of things, but I wanted to take in a book that I really didn't need or want to use in the way that it was intended, so I could have the hardback portion. And this is my very fat Cottage Witchery Book of Shadows. Okay, and I've shared this before, but this is just my tarot journal. And I've actually purchased this and did a witchy review, but guess what? I cannot go through this because I have friends, family, client information in here for things I've done. But just know this is getting used, and, you know, I catalog it. The events, like I said, when I saw this, I knew I probably wouldn't use most of the stuff in the back. And like, you know, name, author, books and all that. I didn't think I would need all that. But the other stuff, like in this section, yeah, I use that. This is where you want to use, like, interpret your own, keywords, correspondence, things like that. Especially if you're studying tarot, this is really great. I may use this actually for the deck that they have right now, just to kind of like a little cheat sheet. Because their meanings, they differ a little bit than some other ones. So I may actually start doing that. That might be one of the things that I work on this week for this journal. But yeah, this is really helpful to have. And you can see you can put like extra cards and things like that in here if you so desire. I guess if you like Oracle, I don't know, but the artwork in this book is absolutely gorgeous. That's what I love about this. But yeah, so this is my other journal. Now let me show you the last one. This is intentionally like nothing going on the outside. It looks a little tattered, but I kind of like that. This is my OG Book of Shadows. And I got this, I don't know, printed this off like of Etsy or something. It says 2018. I have another one, but I gotta look. That we'll see if I can find it in time as I'm speaking, because I have everything else to the side, but I don't know where I put it. But there's another one that's like a small little book, Book of Shadows that I have. But anyway, I have actually two other small books, but this was something I really kind of labored over. So I have a book blessing. Like this is like a little bit more, I guess, it's a true Book of Shadows, you know? So I have, all this information in here and candle colors and all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to, put the basics, like I wanted a place for all the basics. So that's what this is. And this is my health section on Goddess of Thor, because she's always reached out to me, but I've learned so much more about this goddess and how it's possible that who I thought was a Thor was Hecate, but that's another conversation. Then there's Yamahee, who I believe was calling me continuously to the ocean. So I just had all this information here about her. And then Oshun, who I also wanted to just have a section about, some information, because again, I know that, she's with me and always will be. And then just like little, Aries tarot spread, and I had some witchcraft other stuff here, and this was me making a little pendulum. This was my version of it. Anyway, but yeah, laws of attraction, like the basics. Well, basics to me. I don't know if it's basics to you, but it's basics to me. And yeah, so this is just a lot of tarot. I've already put my own meanings and abbreviations to tarot, so I did all that here as well. Like, this is pretty extensive, guys. And this is just like a template that I printed out. Then I actually printed out a cheat sheet and put it in here. But like, there is so much. Like, this was just, I love the way this looked, and I knew I could modify this. This is like stuff from Charmed. I think it's like from the Book of Shadows. Yeah, there's so many things in here. I want to say it's almost random, but it's really not. It's like a true Book of Shadows. So like here, this book is for the most part more than halfway filled up. Like I have some little bit of pages here in the back, but yeah, most of this is all full. And I just felt I didn't need these pages for whatever reason. I didn't need it, but here we are, and I have that pretty much done. So this is my OG Book of Shadows. I'm calling it OG 2018, like that was a long time ago. But yeah, the ones that I had before then were like small notebooks. And because we moved and I packed those up, I really do think they're just in a box right now or packed under something with other books that I just haven't accessed yet. But we shall see, we shall see. Okay, and you probably, I don't know, Barnes & Noble was selling this book a while ago, and I actually used this as a Book of Shadows. This is another one. I don't think I dated it. Yeah, I don't think I dated it. But anyway, this is great because it already had like the resources. This is from, the first entry that I have in here is 2016, so that answers that question. So yeah, this lasted me for about a year. As you can see, I use this whole book of shadows. Like, I really did use this. I use this part tarot journal, astrological stuff. Like, I used it for a lot. So this was prior to the 2018. Believe it or not, I didn't keep track the way I do now. This was given, I got this, oh, it's dust, sorry. I got this, I told you I had to go dig these up. I got this one from, I think when I worked at Apple, they sent this to me, and I just thought this was so nice. I still do think it's nice. It's just that I didn't get very far into this. I mean, I started writing into this journal, but like, obviously, you know, you see things in here, but I didn't get very far. So, but this is, I want to say prior, I see something in 2016 in here, but I'm pretty sure I started, yeah, I stopped here. This was like, I had a bunch of books like this. Like, this is another one. It's just like a couple things that I wrote in here. It was like, it started with gratitude stuff, and then I stopped. And then I did a similar thing with this one. It's like, I wrote some things. I had like a recipe in here. I was on like kitchen magic stuff. So that I wrote here. So I never finished them. And this is like, this was the story of my life for a very long time. And it was actually a big deal when I finished this. Actually, I would recommend this. If you don't feel like doing all the stickers and all that other stuff, you can just simply, I think they still sell this. And listen, knowing what I know, I would do this again and just create volumes, because it's fun to create your own stuff, but it's also really fun to just write down your stuff and keep track. Like, I used every page I was supposed to in this book, and I'm very grateful. Like, the sense of purpose that I had, I felt like this was used, and it was done well. And I'm actually glad I did this video, because I low-key kind of forgot about this. So I'm gonna kind of really take the time and flip through this and see if I can get some information from out of these and maybe put it in my other grimoire and or Cottage Witchery Book of Shadows, because it could go either way depending on the information. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video with you. One, if you were curious to know what I'm working with and what I had been working with. And by the way, there are more little notebooks outside of this. There's like several others that are somewhere scattered that have bits of information. My love of notebooks goes way back. So let's just start there. And two, I also, like I said, struggled with keeping everything in one place. And it's not that I didn't take magical record keeping seriously. Obviously I did, because I was writing things down. The problem is I was still trying to figure out what I wanted and to find my way. So now, of course, you know, I have a different approach. I even still keep things in my planners because I like to have it there. So sometimes it's like crossover information, and that's okay. That's okay. I just like having the, you know, information. It could be redundant. I don't mind, but yeah, this is it though. There's more, which I can't find, but yeah, just to give you an idea. So if you are someone still in the stages where you got a bunch of notebooks or things like that around, maybe, you know, something like this that's guided would be best for you. But for now, I'm really good that my main ones are going to be my Cottage Witchery Book of Shadows, my grimoire, and my dragon magic, and of course my grimoire for Hecate. Like, those things are, I want them to be separate because I don't know how far it's going to go. So anyway, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, like, how many grimoires and Book of Shadows and Magickal Journals do you own? And I didn't even, look, we're not even counting digital, so please let me know in the comments if you even have digital ones as well. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Consider joining consider joining Leap Taken's membership. I do have a video that briefly explains the 2 levels that I offer. I'd really appreciate it. And if you have questions, or you would like a reading, or you're interested in any of the other services, that I offer, please go over to leaptaken.com and take a look there. All this experience over the years, believe it or not, at some point it started sort of merging, unlike these books. But no, seriously, that information started merging, and I would love to help mentor you and help you as well. So maybe you're not doing this. So thanks again for watching. I'm Nika. This is Leap Taken, and bye-bye.